Hi, I'm Vikas. What if I could tell you that today you sit down and exactly calculate how your money moves through your life? Not hope for it, not as a guesswork, but as a blueprint. Similarly, like an architect builds a blueprint for a building. Most of us, including me, I used to manage my money by reaction. The bill arrives, I pay it. The salary drops, I spend it. And at the end of the month, I wondered where it went. And similar situation, which I think is the case of each one of us. We are struggling about managing our money on day-to-day basis. Today in this video, I am going to walk you through with a blueprint, the 4-step blueprint, which will definitely help you to redesign your financial life and recreate it with more confident and more realistic way. After this video, you will be able to know first how to calculate your margins. Second, how to realistically connect your goals with your money. Third thing, to check whether your goals are realistic or not. And fourth, the big trade-offs of our life. All right, so let's start and create this blueprint for you. So step one, know your margin. How to calculate your margins. It is very simple. I explained in my previous videos as well. So every month there is money coming in and going out in form of salary or extra income. All right. So after the essential cost, whatever is left, that is our margin. Calculating is very simple. We will take an example here. But before that, you need to understand that whatever salary you are receiving or whatever income, extra income you are receiving, there is a formula. It is called the debt burden ratio. It should not exceed 60% of your salary. Means whatever your expenses or essential cost is there, that should be under 60% of your net salary. That once we will have this under control, we can think about building something extra, something extraordinary in our financial life. So take an example of Adam. He is taking a net income of $5,000 per month, and monthly basis his essential cost of utilities, his food, which is non-negotiable. We cannot ignore this, like rent, mortgages, minimum debt payment, or food, or groceries, or phone, or something else. So his total cost of the entire month is $2,500. So his net margin, which is available to build his wealth, is now $2,500. So how much is his DBR? It is 50%. So which is very good. And I recommend personally to take the control of your DBR. Then debt burden ratio should be below 60%, and that can enhance your financial life as well. Now, I want you to calculate, go to the Break Free Financial Toolkit and Income and Expense Tracker. There is, you need to mention the income and your expenses one by one. And at the bottom, it will calculate your net margin. So that's the raw material. The net margin is raw material, and I want you to note down your raw material, note down that net margin that we are going to use in next 3 steps. Okay, so let's move to the second step. Let's create our goal. Most of the time, in my case, if I will tell you, I have never prepared goal on papers. I always living in dreams, dreaming some lofty dreams and thinking, if I will have a lottery, I will buy a home, I will buy my dream car, I will buy this, I will buy that. And it kept me postponing my all the financial goals because I didn't have a definite plan. Most of us, what we do exactly, that we never written down our goals. So in this step, first of all, what I want you to do, write down your three top priorities as a financial goal. Maybe you want to buy your dream car, you want to go for a dream vacation, you want to buy a home, or you want to quit your job and start your own entrepreneurship journey. Divide it with the time frame, like how many years down the line. Today we are in 2026 month of May. Now onwards, next 5 year you want to achieve this, next 2 year you want to achieve this, next 10 years down the line you want to achieve this. You also may have retirement goal as well. So it will take only 10 minutes. It took me exactly 7 minutes to complete this analysis, and it is really helpful. So this is step 2. We will take an hypothetical example of Adam. Say Adam, he is 32-year-old. He wants to retire at 50, means down the line, now onwards, 18 years. He wants to sabbatical, take a work off for 6 months and go for a tour that within 2 years, and for that he requires $25,000. Third thing, he wants to buy an apartment down the line in next 4 years. Apartment's down payment is $80,000. Now let's one by one divide and give a price tag to each goal. 80,000 apartment, 4 years from now, 1667. This is his monthly he need to separate. Second, the sabbatical goal, which he wants 25,000 in 2 years, which will be approximately 1067, where he will be able to go after 2 years on the vacation for 6 months. Then third thing, which is retirement planning. So for retirement planning, all the financial planner, they calculate and they follow a rule of 4%. Like if you, what is 4% rule? 4% rule is if from your investment pot you withdraw 4% per year for, so your investment pot will last for next 30 years. Okay, so in Adam's case, the investment pot, which is like 50,000, okay, 50,000 he needs per year, and in order to go for his retirement goal, that will be 50,000. We need to we need this pot for 25. Okay, so that will be 1.25 million approximately. So this is how we have tagged the price. Okay, now there is no hope or there is no wish. This is now actually we have created with the price tag our financial goal. And what I want you to do, similar type of price tagging you need to do with your goals. Take 3 goals and immediately write down your amount, your requirement with the time frame, and you will have exactly amount month on month basis how much you need. Okay, now let's move to the third step. Third step, it is very simple. We know now our goal, what we are aiming for, what is our target. It's not a hope more. Now it is, we have actual goals written down in papers and we are shooting for those goals. The third step is feasibility check, the reality, realistic or non-realistic. So let's take again the Adam example. One by one, Adam wants to retire at 50. Okay, for that he need $1.25 million. Okay, 18 years he need to save. So every month, if we divide this 1.25 million for next 18 years, then amount that will come, which will be approximately 1,800 per month. He need to save it. So his net margin is 2,500. So he is in his limits. So that is okay. One, done. The second one, he wants to go for a 6-month vacation, take off from his job. He needs $25,000 in 2 years. So 25,000 divided by 24, which is 1,042 per month. If we combine both his retirement goal and this short-term requirement in 2 years, then both of them, it's not possible because it is crossing the threshold, it is crossing the limits. Let's move third one, which is buying the apartment. So buying apartment with 80,000, he needs a down payment in next 4 years, which is monthly, it is coming $1,667 per month. So all three goals are not possible at all together. In order to make it possible, he need to increase his income, or he need to sequence it in such a way where all these goals sequence wise possible. So let's take goal number 2, which is very short-term goal. Short-term goal is 2-year goal where he wants to go for 6 months. He needs $25,000. So Adam can start 25,000 buffer in a bucket where he can save 1,042 per month. Once this goal is completed, he can move on to his another goal of 5 years of buying apartment. Once that goal is completed, he can start with the third one. So this is how the sequence, by changing the sequence, you can also achieve each and every goal step by step. And how to do that? Nowadays, all the digital banks, the online banks, they are offering they are offering a bucket type of accounts where you can separately create your bucket, like my home bucket, my car bucket, my dream vacation bucket. You can automatically give instruction to your bank to automatically put your money from whenever the salary hits, it can immediately goes to all these buckets. So you can create these 3 buckets online by checking which bank you are having your checking account, and you can direct and you can give the instruction for auto debit. All right, next we move to the step number 4, big trade-offs from our life. What are those big trade-offs? Well, I have seen many people who cut down the cost from, no, I will not go to eat out, it will cost me $100, and if we will calculate with the 8% rate, then it will go to 210 in next 10 years. So I'm not saying that not go to a nicer restaurants, not buy your the dreams with your money. Yes, but sometimes we need to understand we are emotional fools. We take decisions with the emotions most of the time. And I want you to take these 2 biggest trade-offs of our life. The number 1 is housing and number 2 is car. The housing we are buying and whatever we are buying, so that is our emotional decisions. We are attached to it. I'm not saying that shifting to a nicer home, a big home, is not essential or not good, but we need to check that how much is the costing, how much it is costing me. Whether current situation allow me to shift into some bigger house, or is it okay, I can adjust. Let me give you an example of myself. My kids are growing. Now they are 2 boys, they are growing. Next 5 years, they will go for college, for studies. So currently, my priority is not buying a home, a nicer home. My priority is their education. So I have a financial goal for their education. That is totally separate from buying a nicer home. Yes, I also want to move into the nicer home, but what is my priority? My priority is my kids' education. Second, the car. Everyone wants to drive a fancy car. My kids also love the car, driving fancy cars, the sports car. But you know, I am my personally I'm driving 2009 BMW, and that is with good condition. I'm driving it, and it is not giving me any pain. If you calculate simply, sit down and calculate, if you are going out buying a new nicer car, 30,000 bucks you are buying, wow, what is depreciation every year? 15%. After 5 years, what would be the cost? So that 30,000 which you are buying today, which you are not buying with the 30,000, the actual cost is $56,000. So think in that way, that you need to do some trade-offs from your life, from your dreams. If you have priorities of your dreams, then keep it on the upper side. Then you can trade off. In Adam's case, he can postpone his plan of 2 years. Maybe within 2 years he required $25,000, so he can postpone that plan and contribute towards his apartment and his retirement planning, right? But what we do usually, we don't understand these concepts. We simply don't calculate, don't write down these goals, and go and spend without even thinking. I'm giving my personal example. I used to be like that. So don't fall into that category. Okay, we have discussed today 4 important steps. First of all, you know your margins, calculate. How to calculate, I already mentioned. Then the setting of goals, set your 3 priorities, 3 goals, what you want to achieve in next 2, 5, 10 years. Third, feasibility check, how much your goals align the realistic way to your money. What is the feasibility of achieving those goals? And fourth is trade-off. I hope you understood what I mean to say, and you will definitely implement these 4 steps in your financial plans. And don't forget to comment me here that what is your top 3 priorities at this moment. Okay, thank you so much. This is Vikas and this is Break Free, and the journey starts now.